Hello, and welcome to Bearing in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to the area of Kanazawa, which we visited in the last three videos, and we're going to take a look at another brewery in the region. And this is a somewhat of a newer brewery. It's called Oriental Brewing, not to be confused with Oriental Brewery, which is a kind of a Korean major, perhaps, which is now owned by Anheuser-Busch InBev, makers of Cass and things like that in Korea. This is Oriental Brewing, and Oriental Brewing has been around since 2016, so they're fairly new. They didn't really come to attention until maybe perhaps 2 years ago or so. And they have 12 beers on Rate Beer, and Untapped they have a 40. And so 40 beers on Untapped, and I kind of suspect that on Untapped, which is an unmoderated site, perhaps some of those are duplicates of each other. In any case, in Kanazawa, which is where they're based, in the largest city in the Noto Peninsula, Kanazawa, they have three pubs. They have a brew pub in the Higashiyama area, which is a very popular tourist area of Kanazawa, and they also have a tap room in the Korimbo section of Kanazawa, which is kind of a entertainment or nightlife district. And they also have one in the Kanazawa Station area. So if you do visit Kanazawa, it's very easy to go to the, if you're near the station area at all, you can sample some of their beers. They're at the far end of the station. You go up an escalator, and it's right there. You can't miss it on the second floor. And so they are expanding quite a bit. Their brewery is out in the Yuwaku Onsen area, and they have a fairly young staff, and they're apparently working very, very hard to create interesting beers. They've done some collaborations. So far, the results that I've, the ones that I've tasted have been okay, quite drinkable, but nothing exceptional. However, I expect that they will improve with time, for sure. So I went to Kanazawa in November of 2019 and picked up a few bottles of some of their regular beers. And today we're going to take a look at the first of them, and that is this one, which is called Yuwaku Yuzu Ale. And again, Yuwaku Onsen, or hot spring, is where their brewery is located. Outside of Kanazawa. And this is a 5% beer. It has only 9 IBUs, very, very low. It's classified on Rate Beer as a wit beer, or a Belgian white ale. I kind of suspect it should be perhaps a fruit or a wheat fruit ale, but in any case, it has 5 ratings on Rate Beer, an average of 3.38, and not enough ratings to give it percentile ratings for all beers or its style wit beer. So let's give this a go, shall we? Okay, Oriental Brewing, they have a very nice design. If you can see, this is their logo is, I had to ask them about it. I was curious. It was a bicycle tire, and of course it wasn't. It's what's called wagasa, Japanese umbrella viewed from above. So that's what it is. So this is, they call it a fruit beer. Rate Beer calls it a wit beer. Let's give it a go. Actually, let's see. What is it? Oriental Brewing. Style, the fruits beer, alcohol 5%. Mugiha, it's got barley, hops, and yuzu. So that's basically it. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to give this one a go. Okay, so it pours out a rather pale, very lightly hazy, kind of gold, pale blonde color with a sort of soap sudsy head. Not really what I would associate with a wheat, but let's give it a go and see how it smells. Okay, get some yeast right away. Some yuzu, light esters, citrusy, of course. Okay. Yuzu, very light weediness, and I don't know if they are in this malt description here whether they mean it's wheat or not. It kind of tastes like it. It's got a lot of substantial carbonation coming up here. So thin malt flavors. Yuzu is moderate, but very definitely there. So it's got a kind of citrusy note. It's not astringent, but there's certainly kind of citric or something going on in the back of the throat that is coming from the yuzu, the citrus note. It's very pleasant, very light. This would be a good summer beer, I think. I don't know if I really want to call this a wheat beer or a wit beer or not. It doesn't have the spicing, the coriander or anything like that for a wit beer or cloves whatsoever. Okay, once again, this is Oriental Brewing Yuwaku Yuzu Ale, 5%er with 9 IBUs from Oriental Brewing in Kanazawa. If you stop in Kanazawa at some point, you should definitely try their beers. An up-and-coming brewery in that city. That's it for today. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.